Today I want to put together all we talked about in the past few months and show you how easy it is to create a track with OXI Instrument products. I will use two chorals, one set as a drum machine and the other as a melodic synth. Two metaphor effects, and everything will be sequenced by OXI One. If you just started with any of these products, I advise you to go check our basic tutorial before going on. Let's talk about one setup. First, you need to activate split doing this. Press Shift and Config, then MIDI, OXI split selection enabled. In this way, with just few cables, I will be able to control both chorals. Sequencer 1 is set as mono and send MIDI through channel 3B. B is gonna be out 2 on the split. Track 2 is mono as well and send MIDI through channel 2B. Track 3 is chord and send MIDI through channel 1B. Track 4 is multitrack and send MIDI to track 1C, which is out 3 on the split and goes into the drum machine choral. Track 4 send MIDI through 8 different channels, 1 to 8, so you can control 8 different voices on the choral. To set up your choral, I advise you to use the configurator app on our website. With that, assigning engines and MIDI channels to part is super simple. Obviously, you can also do that using the front panel, but with the configurator you can create all of your presets and load them into your SD card in a convenient and effective way. The left choral is set up as an 8-voice drum machine. So first I loaded the drum engine firmware, and then I create a preset on the configurator. I set channel 1 to 3 respectively as kick, snare, and hat, so I can use effectively the drum pattern generator. Then I loaded 2 more bass drum engine on track 4 and 5. Then I had 2 more snare on track 6 and 7. And finally another hat engine on track 8. I set the second choral like this. Track 1 is going to be my lead. We will figure it out the sound later on. Track 2 is going to be my bass. And track 3 is my chord. Track 1 and 2 are going to be mono, so I left 6 voices for the chords. I set the scale of sequencer 3 as G minor, and track 1 and 2 are harmonized to track 3. You can download this preset and the project following the link down below. Finally, I clocked the 2 meta using gate out 7 and 8. So let's create some music now. I pre-selected some chords that I like. To put the chords on a sequence, I will use the pick and place function. Now let's work a little on the sound. I will select the chord part. I'll close a little the filter. I will go through different sound engine and hear what I like most. I really like this one. So now I want to add some frequency modulation. I will press the sequencer button 3 times and I will set as instrument choral. Then I will go in the mod lanes and I already everything mapped. I will activate the frequency cutoff and I will add a curve like that. Then I like to change the division of it. Pressing Shift and the first knob. And I will set a division of 1/8. So now, this is decoupled from our original sequence. I also like to set a different end, so I will use a 15 step. So let's add some note on sequencer 1 now. As you can hear, this note will be harmonized to the chords, so they will be changing when the chord changes. Let's move through some different engines. Oh, I like this one. Let's change the velocity of these steps. And the gate. Let's now add some modulation to the filter. Again, let me check that on track 2 I selected choral, yes. Then I go on the modulation lane, I activate the frequency. Let's modulate the arm. So as you can see, with just one MIDI cable and a split, modulating everything inside choral, it's super convenient and simple. We are using the space algorithm on Meta to add this beautiful reverb. Let's put down some bass now. Let's select track 2 and put down some notes. Even though I put just one note, this note is going to be harmonized to the chords. Hence it will create a bassline in a very simple and effective way. Let's add some more notes. Let's add some more notes. I set the sequencer as ping pong, so it goes in both directions. So in a few minutes we already create a 3-part composition. Now it's time to put down some drums. So I will select track 4 and I will activate the drum pattern generator, pressing the random button and activating these first 3 tracks. So I also will set the length of this 3-track as 32, because that is the length in which all of this generated pattern evolves. And now I will press play and listen to what happened. I want to change the density of the hits on the snare track. So I will put less density. I want more density on the hats. And now we'll change X and Y to move towards different iteration. Nice. I have another delay on my mixer, so sometimes I like to add some tape delay on the composition. Let's tune that down and let's add some more drum hits. I know that on this track I have another kick. I can set the velocity higher. I want to keep changing the iteration on the pattern generator and add some chaos. Getting there. I will set the length of this hat on 15 and I will work a little on the velocity. I'll set a sequence of 5 steps here. Nice. Generally, when I'm at this point, I'm already satisfied. And I like to play with effects and perform on what I already have. So my workflow is usually to put down a backbone of a track and then use my hand to create arrangements. While metas has been created as transition effects, I really like how they sound as just effect processor. In this precise moment, the sound is just affected by these two meta. And that's about it. The takeaway of this video is that using our ecosystem of sequencer and modules can give you a lot of power in a very, very small footprint. If you have any question, hit us up in the comment. I hope this was interesting and I'll see you next week. Ciao!